Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to our due to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachakwadash, and double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who were well and who taught us the truth. Today's lesson really going to go into really focused around this scripture, and Lord willing, precepts will come from it, and Lord willing, it's edifying. Going into, counting all things dung, everything is worthless compared to this knowledge, this truth. Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Everything is worthless compared to the knowledge of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Being in the truth, being in this knowledge, this fold. So Philippians 3 and verse 8 in the KJV. Yet doubtless, and I count all things but the Slakia. Yet doubtless, and I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Hamashiach Yahushai my Lord, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and I do count them but dung, that I may win Hamashiach. And that's exactly, Apostle Paul did. He gave up everything for Yahweh Shem Yashai. We gave up everything. We have given up everything for Yahweh Shem Yashai because everything is lost. It doesn't compare, as it says in the NLT, to the infinite value of knowing Hamashiach Yahushua, my Lord, our Lord, man. It doesn't compare. We're going to go into that word excellency real quick. It says, it's G5242. It says, to rise above, to stand out over top, to be above, to be superior in rank, authority, power. B, to excel, to be superior, better than, to surpass. So what knowing Yahushai, knowing Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, this truth, this knowledge, this wisdom, this understanding, this faith, is more superior. It surpasses all other things. It surpasses the nice jewelry, the cars, the fame, the status, the mansions, the women. It surpasses all that. This wisdom surpasses all things, man. Right here in it says to excel. That word excel. It says to shine, to be very good, to be excellent, to be brilliant, to be outstanding. And this is that truth, man. This is the truth. What it says that wisdom is far better than rubies. Let's get that. It's like you bear with me. Maybe some Proverbs 8 and verse 11. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things that may be desired are not to be compared to it. So you can't compare anything to this knowledge. You can't compare anything to the wisdom, to the knowing of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. The names alone. Because you need the names, as it says in Acts 14, 4 and 22, Salakia. That let's get it real quick. And we'll get back into that. Acts 4 and 22, or Salakia 4 and 12. Acts 4 and 12, neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved. So knowing the names alone is better than rubies, man. We have the true names of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son. So everything else compared to this knowledge, this wisdom, and this understanding, this faith, is dung. It's worthless compared to Yahweh Shem Yahshai. It's wisdom, because we just read in that Proverbs 8 and 11. Let's see what the full chapter says. It says, for wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things that may be desired are not to be compared to it. You can't compare anything. So all that may be desired, like the fame, the status, the nice jewelry, the cars, the mansions, the glory on this side, all that, you can't compare it to the wisdom, man. You can't compare it. Speaking to myself first and foremost. Philippians 3:8. Yeah, doubtless, and I count all things, not some things, not most things, but all things, but loss. It's a loss, man. Because if you take everything else, if you take the rich cars and and decide to put away the knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, that's a loss. You took an L. You took a major L, man. You know, that's what they say in the world. Hey, man, you taking an L. Yeah, so if you choose the things of this world rather than Yahweh Shem Yahshua, you took an L. That's an L. It says, for the excellency of the knowledge of Hamashiach Yahushua my Lord, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and do count them but dung, that I may win Hamashiach. So you got to let go and forsake all these things, man, so that you can win Yahweh Shem Yahshai. Let's get that word dung now. Dung. It says G4657. It says any refuse the excrement of animals. It says A, of things worthless and detestable. This is detestable. You got to look at everything else outside of this truth as detestable, as worthless. That word detestable. Deserving, intense dislike, abhorrent, hateful, loathsome, despicable, disgusting. You got to look at the society and everything that this society presents and uplifts and promotes as detestable, so that we can win Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. It said that I may win Hamashiach. And then LT says, yes, everything else is worthless when compared with the infinite value of knowing Hamashiach Yahushai my Lord. For his sake I have discarded everything else, counting it all as garbage, so that I could gain Hamashiach. So yeah. So we have cast off everything else so that we can gain Yahweh Shem Yahshai, so that we can gain and win Hamashiach. Now let's see what that word win goes into. See what that says. It says G2770, to gain, to acquire, to get gain. Metaphor of gain arising from shunning or escaping from evil, where we say to spare oneself, to be spared. So that's winning. You win Hamashiach. That means you gain salvation. You're escaping the evil that is to come. To gain anyone, i.e. to win him over to the kingdom of the Most High, to gain one in the faith in Hamashiach. So if you cast off all these the works of darkness, the wickedness, the filthiness of this society, then you're going to gain the kingdom of heaven. That's what ultimately what we're striving for, what we're pushing towards, the kingdom of the Most High, to be saved from the coming destruction, the wickedness in this society. And you got to put off the works of darkness, as it says in Romans 13:11. I got it yesterday. We got to cast off the works of darkness. We got to seek Yahweh Shem Yahshai, man. If you don't, you can't seek Yahweh Shem Yahshai unless you cast all these things off. We want to be hid from the day of evil, from the ungodliness, the wickedness that is about to come on this world, man. The judgment that the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai is about to bring. But you can't escape from that unless you let go. You got to let go. We got to let go. Zephaniah 2, I believe is verse 3. Zephaniah 2 and 3. Seek ye the Lord Yahweh, all ye meek of the earth. You got to be meek. You got to be humble. And that's being humble. That's being meek. Letting everything go. Taking the low. Let's get that word meek. It says, like, poor. This is H6035. And it says, I nawa. And it says, poor, humble, afflicted, meek, poor, needy, poor, weak, and afflicted, humble. Shit, that word humble says. This is the path you got to take. And you can't take that path unless you let everything go. Having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's own importance. It says lower someone in dignity or importance. You gotta take the low, man. You gotta become a lowly servant, a humble servant. You can't come proud. Yeah, I can have both. I can keep everything and I can still win a must yuck. Yeah, I can have what did it say? I can have everything and I don't gotta count nothing as dung and I can still win a must yuck. No, you gotta let go of everything, man. You gotta let go of everything. Zephaniah 2 and 3. Seek ye the Lord Yahweh, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness. Seek meekness. It may be. It's like it may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai's anger. So we gotta come meek. We gotta come humble. We gotta forsake everything and seek the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai. So Lord willing, we can be hid in the day when Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai brings forth that wrath. And that word seek, it says H 1245, Bakwar, Slagia, Bakwasha. And it says to seek, to require, to desire, to seek, to find. What are we trying to find? We're trying to find the kingdom of the Most High. We're trying to find salvation. We're trying to find a safe haven, a safe place. Seek, to secure. Right here it says to desire, to demand. And we desire this, man. And Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai said to give him no rest day and night in Isaiah 62, 7 and 8. So we got to demand this, man. And right here it says to ask, to beg, to beseech. Please, Baba Kushra, save us, redeem us. And the NLT says, seek the Lord Yahweh, all who are humble and follow his commands. Seek to do what is right and to live humbly. Perhaps even yet the Lord Yahweh will protect you from his anger on that day of destruction. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to escape that day of destruction. You got to count everything as loss. Everything else other than this truth is a L. So don't seek it. We got to come humbly. We got to come lowly. Romans 12 and 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren. Let's see what that word beseech, because we just seen it in the previous verse going into that word. What word was it? It was seek, to beseech, I believe. G3870. It says to beg, to entreat, to beseech, to encourage, to strengthen. He's pleading to you, man. Please do this for your own good. For your own. This is to what's the word I'm looking for? To save your own soul. This is to save you. So he's admonishing you. He's saying, please listen. Romans 12 and 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercy of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is a reasonable service. So we got to present our bodies as a living sacrifice. And that's even our own lives is lost. Even our own lives is dung compared to the knowledge of Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai. You got to forsake your own life. You got to let go of this life. You got to let go of your flesh and put on that new man. You got to put that old man behind, because that old man don't want to do nothing but the works of darkness. You got to put on that new man. Verse 2, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. You got to become a new person. You got to let go of all this wickedness, all this filthiness, and all this ungodliness, and treat it as dung. Everything in this society is dung. You gotta win. You want to win Yahweh Shem Yashai, then you gotta let go. You gotta present your body a living sacrifice, because this is our reasonable service. And the NOT, the end said, this is truly the way to worship Him. You gotta let go. There's our reasonable service. We went off. We transgressed. We turned our back from Yahweh Shem Yashai. We gotta seek Him 10 times more, as it says. Let's get that. 10 times more. Baruch 4 verse 28. For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek Him 10 times more. You got to let go, man, and seek Him 10 times more. You got to be solely focused on His truth, man, on His knowledge, His wisdom, and this understanding. And I don't mean, reading 18 hours a day. As soon as you get home from work, you read 6 hours, you do a 3-hour lesson. You watch a video for another 5 hours, and you get about 2 hours sleep, and then you do it all over. No, of course there's got to be a balance, but our main focus has to be this truth. Because what does it say in Isaiah 33:6? Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is His treasure. This got to be our treasure. When you got treasure, you don't let it go. When you got treasure, you're not focused on anything else but that treasure. Everything else is lost. Everything else is done. When you got a new sport, you say you got a sports car, you're not worried about nothing else. You're just worried about that car, man. You shining it up, you cleaning it every day. Everything else becomes null and void to you. Everything else becomes null and void. You clean it up, you shining the wheels all nice. And I'm just giving an example. Jake ain't never had no sports car. But you know how Jake be. Jake get a nice mansion or a nice crib. You keep that shit spotless. You're not worried about anything else. That's how we got to be with this truth, man. Because what? Because we just read in that Proverbs 8:11 that wisdom is far more precious than ruby. So we got to treat this, this knowledge, this wisdom, and understanding as, a new sports car or a mansion or something. You got to, everything else becomes nothing compared to that. You're not looking at nothing else. You got your car and everything. Here's our reasonable service. So we'll end it off right here with Apostle Peter at the time, the disciple, Peter, what he said: "We have forsaken all to follow thee." This is what we want to receive. Matthew 19 and verse 27. And it reads, "Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all to follow thee. And follow thee. What shall we have therefore?" So Peter said at the time, the disciple Peter was saying, "Hey man, we've let go of everything. We've counted everything as dung. We have counted everything as loss, and treated everything as dung for you. What are we going to receive?" And Yahweh basically said, "Hey, you're gonna win." Verse 28. And Yahweh said unto them, "Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel." So he said, hey, you're going to win. Just like Apostle Paul said, I count all things but dung to win Hamashiach. This is what we're trying to do. We're trying to win Hamashiach. We count everything worthless, detestable. What does it say in Matthew 6 and 33? "Seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you." You go into that word seek, it goes into to crave, to demand. You got to create to dream of. You got to crave this, man. Speaking to myself first and foremost. Verse 29. And everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or fathers, it's like a father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands for my name's sake. He said, hey, you got to let go of everything. You got to forsake everything. You got to count all things as lost. You got to count all things but dung, and this is what you're going to receive. Shall receive 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life. This is what we're trying to receive. This is that winning, that earning. This is what we're laboring for. This is what we're fighting for. This is what we're striving towards so that we can receive everlasting life. You got to let go of everything in order to win Yahweh B'Hashem Yahshai. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the spirit, to the body, and to the fold. And before I end it off, I think of all praises, honor, and glory to where it's due to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahshai, B'Hashem Chakwadash, and double honors once again to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Until next time, Shalom.